Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video of Hasan Piker doing the worst shit on planet Earth. Not quite as legendary as the More Pegasus series. I haven't been completely daily, but we've made about like 800 fucking videos in this goddamn... can't say that word. But he just got called out on the timeline, as well as publicly disavowed by many Democratic parties for insulting the death of Charlie Kirk, saying that he would never do that. Did it again. Then he tried to disavow terrorism. He got booed live on stage. And now we have Hasan Piker addressing everybody on why it's not insulting that he's continuously mocking Charlie Kirk after he was brutally assassinated on television, of which his wife and children saw. And he wants to say why it's fine to have a hee-hee-ha-ha over the Charlie Kirk AI song. Meanwhile, Hasan Piker crashed out on streamers like Asmongold because they showed an image of Hasan Piker abusing his dog. I haven't heard this yet. I just found out about this. Let's talk about it.
Most trying times when I'm
oh my god, a golden Kappa train level 2, ladies and gentlemen. Golden Kappa train, give some subs.
I want to remind you, this guy is a champagne socialist who says he wants everybody to have the same
Carry
thing.
the flame
he
again.
is a multi-millionaire and he is begging for subs on twitch.tv/Hasanabi every single fucking day. This guy is a multi-millionaire. So am I, by the way. This guy is a multi-millionaire, and he is still begging for money every day he goes live, all while saying he doesn't care about material possessions while he's wearing a $40,000 suit.
And this time not with the Canadian carrying of the flame, but a different one. Support Piker Broadcasting Service people.
By the way, not only has he played the Charlie Kirk AI meme song to, honestly, in my opinion, encourage more political assassinations, because not only does he not disavow them, he publicly supports them. He thought it was funny that Charlie Kirk got killed. Fun fact, Hasan Piker was calling for the death of Charlie Kirk in 2018, in case you guys didn't know that. Every single time he gets a level 10 hype train on his broadcast, he plays a different rendition of Charlie Kirk celebrating the fact that he was assassinated.
People's Broadcasting Service support independent media, ladies and gentlemen. The only way to support independent media, this independent media outlet. God, I love this song so much. A man of conviction, a heart reborn.
I want to remind you how much of a pussy Hasan Piker is, where he would call for the death of Charlie Kirk. He would constantly defame and slander Charlie Kirk. And when Charlie Kirk actually confronted him in 2023, Hasan Piker, cowered like a dog, laughed as Charlie Kirk said, "Hey man, if you're going to make so many videos about me, I think I'm going to need to start charging commission." And then bumped him on the shoulder. He little broed Hasan. He said, "Ha ha ha." And then he awkwardly looked away. I want to remind you that when Hasan Piker called me a pussy bitch that he could take in a fight easily, I immediately put my money where his mouth was. And I said, I would give you $500,000 and I will delete my channel if you beat me in a boxing fight. And if I win, I get your dog. And he has ghosted that offer for now 8 months. This guy is a massive bitch. And the reason why he's happy that Charlie Kirk died is, one, because he told his audience to do it. And two, this way he never gets Lil Broed in public ever again because Charlie Kirk embarrassed him in multiple debates. Hasan, fun fact, has never beaten Charlie Kirk in a debate a single time. As well, he's ducked other figures like Sam Hyde, of which he's frequently called out as well. He's also ducking figures like Destiny as well, who is horrified of debating face-to-face. And I want to remind you, this is at the same time while he's on finasteride and steroids. And he still won't even fight a guy like me, which is hilarious, by the way.
Hey, unafraid to die. We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel. We'll honor his name.
By the way, I also think it's fine to like listen to this song. I think the song's actually good. But the reason why it's incredibly cringe and uncomfortable when Hasan Abi does it is because he's happy that Charlie Kirk got fucking assassinated. And he's doing that to mock this guy's legacy because that's what his ideologically captured audience wants him to do. So it's all about intention. And yeah, it's very cringe.
We are Charlie Kirk. His courage our own. Together unbroken. We'll make heaven known.
I want to remind you, Hasan Abi is almost 40 years old. He's 37 years old. That's his real age, by the way. He's 37. Has no girlfriend, is single, and has no children. And I want to remind you what's even worse. He's a multimillionaire, and he's been broken up with by every single girl he's ever dated. Has no kids, all while being, some would argue, conventionally attractive and a multimillionaire. Bro has life on easy mode, and he's still failing in all aspects. By the way, he also shocks his dog.
I don't think people understand how much I carry the flame, sincerely, unironically, how much I love this song. I can't stand the Kirk songs, man. It's hot, warm, water, trash every time. You're wrong. We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel. For me. Have some shame.
So I want to remind you, he played the song in totality, singing out of tune, mind you, all to mock a innocent husband, a father of 2 children with a great wife. I actually think Erica Kirk's great, by the way. And he has decided to mock a man who was horrifically assassinated, all because he had different political ideologies than him. And if that doesn't show you what type of monster that this person is, I don't really know what will.
Ja Alexander, have some shame. Nope. I will always carry the flame, dude. Fox producer who's supposed to clock out at 8:30 has to now do overtime. Yeah. Shout out to the Fox News producer. Why disrespect the dead? You clearly have no integrity if you do this to troll, which you clearly are childish. Excuse me. Once again, I am the only, and I mean the only motherfucker that carries the flame and respects the name around these parts. Okay? What do you want? You want more fireworks? That's how Erica Kirk carried the flame.
That was a celebration of life festival, not a funeral. And retarded ass leftists like to act as if Erica Kirk was celebrating the assassination of her husband. It was a celebration of life festival. And for those type of things, fireworks is normal to celebrate the life. Yeah, if you don't really understand how much of a demon this guy is yet, hopefully this clip will make you understand.
Okay? What do you want? You want me to go down a fucking rabbit hole of conspiracy theories? Is that what you want me to do? This has nothing to do with Charlie Kirk, more so than the attempts to lionize and martyrize Charlie Kirk, because that song, well, not the reggae iteration of it, but the original song was created to honor him.
Yeah. So as you can tell, Hasan Abi has no issue with lying through his fucking teeth, and it is just so irritating just to listen to. Since this clip, as well as many other clips, have come to light, many Democratic figures have publicly distanced themselves from Hasan Abi, as well as condemning his actions, to which Hasan Abi goes live and copes. The biggest Hasan Abi cope session you will ever see.
Does this hate campaign hurt your ability to work with campaigns? Okay, 2 things, guys. 2 things. No, that's number 1. And number 2, who gives a shit?
Does this hate campaign hurt your ability to work with campaigns? Why, yes, it does, because now many Democratic figures and associates have completely disavowed and condemned Hasan Piker's actions. So once again, he is lying again because he's attempting to save face, because all Hasan cares about is optics.
Like, if you, I don't think you guys understand. There are many more progressive and some not so progressive Democrats who are vying for the attention of this community all the time. Okay?
Name them.
Of course, they're not the Democrats who are speaking out and getting APAC checks to say stuff like, this is the most vicious form of anti-Semitism. How dare you say Jews are not monolithic? But
go ahead, name the people.
There are definitely a lot of Democrats that, you know, I don't always have on.
Name 5.
The stream that are obviously very aware of the.
Oh, speaking of people who Republican representatives want to work with, Ladies and gentlemen, I guess I'll just give you guys a little bit of a teaser. I was actually reached out to by a very hot topic, not hot guy, I'm not gay. I was reached out to by a Republican newscaster from Fox News who actually wants to do a podcast with me. You guys may recognize him from some of his clips that have been blowing up on TikTok lately. But a Fox newscaster by the name of Thomas Corbett Dillon, who's recently been going in on all insane leftist feminists, actually reached out to me to do a podcast, as well as I found out that he really likes Jake Monroe. So we're going to get Jake in here as well.
Because they did.
Please, I've had it with you.
Oh my God!
And
They should be
your
commended. They
sexism
didn't
and
kill their children.
misogyny.
She's a murderer. These women are
okay.
cheering.
I'm done.
These are man-hating women that are standing outside. This is what it's about. They think the husband did it. They're crazy. They've lost their mind.
They have. So we'll be doing a podcast with that guy as soon as I can get it scheduled and make sure everybody's schedule works together. But I'm very excited to do that, as well as if there's any public figures that would like to work with me or share their message about what they think is wrong with the world and how we can correct it, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter. My DMs are open to everybody. I'm down to talk to anybody. Yeah, literally, even if you disagree with me, I'm totally down to do it, but we will be doing that very soon. Can't wait to do that, and I'll keep you guys posted with more information on that. And let's keep going here.
The nature of this community. My point is this: this smear campaign, this manufactured outrage. If you think it's going to be impactful in
Manufactured outrage, bro. You literally said every Jew in America needs to die.
any meaningful capacity, you would be wrong.
Meaningful capacity on this smear campaign, bro. You literally got publicly disavowed on the last tour that you went on by the people who ran the event, aka you'll never be doing one of those again. And over 17 huge Democratic figures publicly condemned you. Yeah. Now, what's surprising is Twitch has still done nothing, and that's because Twitch loves hating the Jews.
The only thing that it will do.
Now, once again, I believe the public criticism of Israel is very valid. And I believe everyone should be allowed to do it. However, do I think you should be able to call for the death of every Jew? Absolutely not. And I find it ridiculous that Twitch continues to enable behavior like this.
And I apologize to my Jewish fans on this one. The only thing that it has me
You have none.
meaningfully done, and I have at least some level of like anecdotal information on this, is that it will terrify your older relatives. Like your older relatives are super tuned in and they're watching this kind of stuff. They're reading these kinds of articles from like Jewish Insider, JTA, and the like. And your older relatives.
You're right, Hasan. Everybody who doesn't like you is a Jew. Or maybe here's an idea. Maybe calling for the death of a specific species of everyone who is a part of that specific species is pretty insane to do as a public figure who claims all he wants is free healthcare. Meanwhile, while he's doing that, he's abusing his fucking dog.
Think I'm truly the most anti-Semitic person on the planet. Like that is like historically the most anti-Semitic person on the planet. They're trying to make you so toxic that no candidate will ever work with you again. Time will tell if that works. Here's the issue. These
What are you going to claim that they don't need, or you don't need them, they need you?
guys are dumb. They're stupid. They think sincerely that me working with candidates is beneficial for me and not beneficial for the candidates. Or rather,
Yeah, bro. Hasanabi is more clouded than Donald Trump. Hasanabi is more clouded than Bernie Sanders. How far can this man's small head fit up his own ass? Answer, quite far to actually have that opinion of yourself.
they recognize that it's beneficial for the candidates and they want to stop it from happening, right? And they think if I get yelled at enough times, then candidates will shy away from working with me. Who cares? Why the fuck would that do anything to me? Electoralism is one fairly significant, but only one route. It's only one part of this.
It's actually hilarious because Hasan Abi, whenever he's like calm, cool, and collected, he'll just talk like a depressed teenager. But he's actually very worked up here and he's trying very hard to not let it go. I know, it's great.
This theory of change. Elections are a popularity contest for your ideas, and we have proven them to be popular in spite of the attempts at subversion.
What's also even more hilarious is only one candidate that Hasan has publicly endorsed has ever won their running. Every single other one has failed, largely in due to being in relationship with Hasan. Just like Abdul El Said was actually in a, which by the way, I think Abdul El Said is a fucking moron. He thinks that circumcision and castration are the exact same thing. Google that if you don't know what that means. Yeah, he thinks those two things are the exact same thing. He thinks cutting off a foreskin is the same thing as cutting off your penis. Yeah, fuck that retard. But he lost like 25% support by merely being in by merely being in proximity of Hasan Piker. So we had to publicly condemn them.
We've already done our job.
I actually think Hasan Piker is largely in credit to why the nation of the United States is more red than it's ever been, because it's like he's a psyop. There's no way anybody is this retarded, right? Like, I feel like Hasan is a plant that the Republicans put in the Democratic Party to make the Democrats look even more retarded than they already do, because nobody gains benefit from working with Hasan Piker. It's literally quite like he is sabotaging his own political party.
We've already done what we had to do. We brought in early donations. We allowed candidates to represent their ideas on a stage that they would never get by corporate gatekeepers. If candidates are...
Yeah, now he gets to talk to all of the Pakistanis and Indians in Hasan's chat. It's really big to win the elections in the fucking United States, guys. Well, once the Save America Act passes, Hasan Piker, you have no motion, brother. You have no motion.
Too shy about that process. Who cares? They can find their own route to success if they are capable of doing it. Right? But it doesn't actually impact our movement at all. Because here's the thing.
Go ahead.
No matter what happens, even if all candidates were to turn around and be like, oh, I can never go on Hasan's stream again, I am so scared. It's always going to be smear after smear after smear. Okay.
By smear, he means tell the truth, by the way.
You think normies give a fuck about candidates, dude? Even this community of political autists, they leave when I have a candidate on. They don't care. Nobody actually wants to hear from the candidates. I'm trying my best to make it more palatable, make it more.
So Hasan Piker is now publicly saying, God, look at how much of a fucking, you know what? I can't say what he looks like right here. Now he's shitting on every single political candidate he's ever had on. So now not only does he make all political figures a detriment to be seen with him, he is now calling all of their content and all of their personality shit. Oh, he's crashing out because now he realizes that the venue he wanted to take is no longer accessible to him. So he's burning the bridge himself. So that way he can save face with his audience. Oh man, Hasan, I know how you work better than your own mother. It's actually, man, I really am such a smart guy. He's big man.
Exciting for people. It doesn't do anything to me. Me going out and helping candidates, boosting them, campaigning with them, door knocking for them. You only think that this is beneficial for me if you're stuck with the old guard mentality. You're like, oh, he's just doing it for clout. Like, I don't give a shit. This is not good at all.
Well, let's find that out. Hasan Piker. Wow. If you want to see something very interesting. So the most relevant Hasan Abi has ever been is October 31st through November 30th, 2024. What happened in October? When did Hasan shock his dog? No, that wasn't it. That was 2025. Something happened in October 30th where Hasan Abi was the biggest, most relevant he's ever been. And then he got that... he got the same boost. He got the same boost. The next biggest relevancy he's ever had was Dogtober 7. And since then, Hasan Abi has lost, oh my God, 60% of his relevance. That's how hard he's falling off right now. That's insane. And now he's getting a boost because everybody is shitting on him. His popularity is going down and down and down and down and down and down. And the next time he will get a big boost in relevance, I'm sure, will be the elections. But my God, he has lost, no joke, from his peak in 2024. He has lost 80% of his relevance in just 2 years. Surprisingly, on the inverse, Asmongold is climbing and climbing and climbing very gradually, hitting a peak since 2024 as well. I'm assuming this was the election, was it not? Was this somewhere around the election, or what happened in September 30th? Or was this the Johnny Depp trial? Or like what big event happened? Because they both have that same peak. But it boosted a lot of political figures. But yeah, look at this shit, man. From 2023, he has been growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. And now he's hitting a peak right here. Damn. Okay. Damn. I've gained 800% relevancy over the past 5 years. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. We're currently on a peak right now too, bro. We are owning. God damn. Holy shit. Man, even your boy is grinding. He's got to keep it up. Hasan going lower. How's this guy doing? The last time Mizkif peaked was when Emmy obliterated him. Oh, and he's currently on a downward spike. Oh my God, 4% of the relevance that he's ever had. Look at what's another name? This is fun. What's one more name I can pull up? Who's somebody I should pull up? Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is honestly just remaining incredibly consistent. 300% up for the preceding 5 years though. Let's look up Froggen. Yeah, Froggen's not looking good. Yeah, no, Froggen's not looking good at all. Ludwig's also doing great. Good for him. Remaining very consistent, to be honest. Very, very, very consistent. Who's another name? Let's look up Jake Monroe. Jake was on a low here, but now he's breaking the fuck out, popping off low-key, hitting double peaks back-to-back. Good for him, man. Good for him. Anyways, Mizkif and Hasanabi are staying absolutely butt-fucked. Is that just not a happy ending? It's beautiful, isn't it? It really is. And then we have one final clip from Destiny glazing the shit out of Asmongold, allegedly.
Malicious and anti-Semitic, and should not be tolerated by anyone in the public square. What we've seen is a startling rise of hate crime.
Condemnation should be.
Fucking coward. Oh my God, I can't believe this shit. Why are you the topic? I'm going crazy. Dude, fuck this dumbass. Fuck you, Hakeem. Fuck them all. There's no hope for this clown-ass world. Shut the fuck up, Jeffries. Was that a Candace CBS interview? This can't
He's reading Hasan's chat, by the way.
be what they seriously try to push.
Particularly in this moment,
Fuck that, man. This fucking clown, LeMayo. Bruh, get him out of office. Shut up, you fascist collaborator. Mamdani supports this guy for leader, by the way. Come the fuck on, man. I don't believe you. Dangerous! I'm screaming! They're such cowards, Limfeo. They sound insane! Boss calls.
against our Jewish brothers and sisters.
Like the Jews called?
Oh, yeah. Wolf Blitzer, ex-APAC guy. The one time he's direct LeMayo.
Do you realize how much of a piece of shit you have to be, to what scale, for the House Minority Leader to call out your dangerous rhetoric? Like, do you realize at what scale of a massive racist piece of shit you have to be? Like, not aware of statistics, not saying what race is more likely to, but to call for the death of everyone of a specific race? Like, it's a little bit insane. Like, guys, don't get me wrong. I think Somalians are a parasite of the United States. I don't want them all killed. I want them to go back to their fucking country and never let back in here. Hasan Abi out here calling for the death of all Jews. Like, I mean, holy shit. You know what I mean? Like, goddamn, man, we are really crossing borders here, huh?
This is fucking insane, LeMayo. Fuck you, Jeff. This shit is getting old, y'all. Shut the fuck up, APAC shill. I just cannot fucking understand.
So this is what Steve is talking about when he says, like, the rhetoric is going to cause fucking violence. Like,
Sometimes I feel like I'm the last fighter against anti-Semitism. Like,
the last fighter against anti-Semitism, and he just called for the death of all American Jews. That's insane.
sometimes I feel like I'm the last
The last
fighter against anti-Semitism. Like,
bruh. The
Unfucking
last
believable.
fighter against anti-Semitism. How can one man be so brave?
I mean, Abdul saw it coming too. I saw it coming. That's what I kept repeatedly saying. Like, this is not going to be successful for anybody. It's just a lose-lose situation.
Like Rogers did there. In his statement, he said,
What, then why would you appear with him? What do you mean?
Yep.
What the fuck?
She calls this out, and I think it's true. And obviously, Hasan, of course, has to protect his reputation and defend himself. If I was an Israel First congresswoman, what? What?
Dude, kill me. Bruh. Shit's cooked. What do you want me to say, guys?
What the hell does this have to do with Israel? This dude talks about.
You don't understand. Anything that goes wrong in Hasan's life is because of Israel. Anybody who doesn't like him, Israel. His meal's overcooked at Wendy's, Israel. He stubs his toe, Israel. Kaya yelps, Israel.
Me every single time
It's
Hasan talks about
unbelievable.
anything ever.
Israel more than the KKK talks about black people.
True.
Really?
Unfortunately.
Like, I feel like he talks like this is insane. Like, he talks about Israel more than Nick Fuentes.
True.
Holy shit.
Because there was a period of time on the internet where all you had to do was say is Jews and Israel bad, and everybody would fucking applaud. But then it went way too far, and then all the low IQ Neanderthals start bandwagoning off that train. And the problem is Hasan saw how popular that made Nick Fuentes, so now he's trying to hop on that train as well. But the reality is Hasan Piker's actually a fucking idiot. And so he's not smart enough to actually engage any type of like political rhetoric or, you know, any type of ideology he actually believes in, because he doesn't know how to explain it well to his audience. So he just says the biggest, most extreme things to sound giga-based because he's too dumb to elaborate his actual beliefs.
Unfortunately.
It's really
By the way, the reason why I was late today on stream is because of Israel.
everything. Like, it's DR'd. Just stop. I feel like at a certain point, Israel's got to be paying him. Like, I mean, he's making a mockery out of this. There are legitimate criticisms of Israel's involvement in American politics.
Absolutely.
I've discussed them at length. But the truth is that this is just embarrassing. Hasan is actually Israel first. All topics Israel first. Yeah, that's true, actually. That's funny. I'm gonna steal that.
That's a good
Possible
one.
cheating scandal.
I am going to use that.
You're not an
That's
anti-Zionist.
so good. Shout outs to Asmongold's chat for thinking of that.
Like, it's just, you're just not. I mean, here's the reason why Hasan is anti-Semitic. It's because he supports groups that want to genocide Jews. Here.
Shit. Wait, that's actually so much better than my argument. Fuck, I should have just used that one. Wait, what the fuck? But true, actually. True.
Yep.
Let's do a thought exercise. Let's say I support the Nazis. Would you say that's anti-Semitic?
Probably.
To support the Nazis?
Probably.
Yes. So why? Well, it's because of the Holocaust. The Holocaust happened, and the Nazis killed a bunch of people, a bunch of Jews. So now Hasan is supporting another group of people that wants to do another Holocaust. They say it. They say it. This is, and I'll just real quick. Does Hamas call to kill Jews in their...
God, I'm telling you, bro, anytime Grok is pulled up, stream content, infinite peak. And it's great because, and I mean this generally, Elon Musk saved people's careers, like mine and Asmongold, Nux, Jake. Many people like us if you just use Grok. Because now information is at your fingertips. So now when you watch a content creator and they make a claim, immediately Grok it. And you will see at what ratio they are either right or telling the truth. And if they're wrong, what percentage they're wrong or they're lying. Or they're lying. And I believe every content creator who is actually operating in good faith should be right somewhere between 80 and 85% of the time. If you watch Hasan stream and you just start grokking what he's saying, you'll see lower than 20%. I've actually done this many times off stream when I'm bored, just to make sure that I'm on the right side of history. I will watch people who I disagree with. I'm not going to name them. But I will sit there and I will just grok what they're saying because a lot of their ideologies are very different from mine, so I'm not as well read. I'm very, very solid in my beliefs because all of them are very well researched. But to hear the counter explanations, you have to do it. Right, like a great show is like 1v10 or 1v25, where you see one person hold a position, 25 people argue against it. I love watching that shit. I watch it with my wife all the time. I love it. Highly recommend more people do this. The more that Grok gets popularized, the more people will realize what content creators are actually operating in good faith versus which ones are just pushing agendas because they know that's how they capture an audience.
Harder.
No.
We'll pull this up and look at it here and say it probably.
No, how does Azrael have better Israel-Palestine insight than fucking Hasan? Kill me.
This is actually one of the biggest reasons why I had to distance myself from the Gacha community, because the Gacha community is a very left-leaning, far-left social community. And I could not talk about the things that I wanted to talk about and engage with in any truthful manner if I had to pander to leftist retards, because I just don't believe in, I'll be real, I'll be honest, and I say this all the time. So here's the left, here's the right, okay? Left, right. So every sane human being should be somewhere around here. This is where I believe every normal person should be, which means you believe more so right things, but you don't discredit everything the left is saying. You know, there's a lot of truth emotionally that the left engages with, but the majority of the time, the large majority of the time, I would say 85, 90% of the time, the right politics are the ones that are correct. The left ones are usually drowned in retardation, right? But the Gacha space is somewhere around here. Like, I would even argue, like, far left bullshit, right? Like saying every character's lesbian. Guys, they accuse me of raping an anime character. And that's one of the big reasons why I had to get away from the Gacha space, because as a figure that believes in the majority of right politics, not all of them, but the majority of them, I couldn't engage that space. So I had to get the fuck out of there, because I couldn't say anything without jeopardizing my career. Because the moment I say any right politics, I mean, let's be real. I said I fucked Robin. They freaked the fuck out, right? I say I don't support trans people. They freaked the fuck out. There's like no real way to engage honestly in politics as a Gacha creator unless you bend the knee and start saying, oh, trans people matter. Bro, they're literally raping our children. Like, what are we talking about? Anyways, we're back.
Me.
You know, like you on McDonald's, I'm loving it. Well, the Houthis is curse upon the Jews.
Oh, I also got disavowed by like fucking 30 different content creators from the Gacha space just because I talk about right-wing politics, because they're not intellectual enough to actually understand what I'm saying. And they just hear the word alt-right, right-wing, and immediately assume Nazi. Whereas every single time I got one of those content that disavowed me and talked to them behind the scenes or on stream, they're like, oh, wait, that actually makes sense. So, remember they stalked Pearl's voice actor following list from Steven Universe and saw that she followed Trump. Yes, these people are fucking insane. They are. The anime Gacha space is very left-wing trans-pilled. It is. And we all know this. Guys, type 1, if you've seen this shit, the anime Gacha space is all trans-pilled. It is. Name me one right-wing, a popular right-wing influencer in the anime Gacha space that people like. Literally nobody. So that's why it's impossible to actually do what I wanted to do in that space, which is, you know, say common sense and speak the truth. It was incredibly fucking hard to get the fuck out of that space, by the way. It was incredibly hard. Anyways, we're back.
That's it. So there you go. All these bars are on axis of resistance, share the goal of eliminating Israel as a Jewish state.
Asmongold has some big brain people hidden in his Discord. No. This is just like very obvious if you're not like a fucking retard. This has always been my complaint about fucking Asmon shit and fucking XQC is that they're not stupid. They're probably like above average IQ people. They just don't do any actual reading or research. But this is also one of my complaints too, is that in any competition between people just going onto Twitch to try to see who they want to get their political commentary from, like Hasan is a avowed propagandist. He has no commitment to like the truth or anything factually correct at all. So if you're just like a passive observer and you watch any of these like right-wing chuds, they're always going to come off as way more rational and way more honest than fucking Hasan, who is just like is a liar who fucking hates the West. It's just what he is.
This is one of the things that all of the Democrats that voted for Joe Biden in the 2020 primary.
I will continue saying this. I think the United States of America is the greatest country on earth.
Not a single one of them. I can't say.
I will say, I have been really wanting to visit Germany and Poland. I have been wanting to visit Poland a lot. I heard Poland is a great place. I also plan on going to Japan later this year, but I do plan on traveling the Earth very soon.
Not a single one, but the overwhelming majority of them.
I want to start doing a thing where for 5 days out of every month, I grab my beautiful wife and we go to a new country for 5 days. And we'll do this for maybe 6 months. And just, I've never left the United States. Like, I've never left this country, right? I've never left North America. I've been to Mexico, I've been to Canada, but I've never left North America. So I would love to go see these other countries and, see how their culture is. I would love to see the world.
They're not going to be supporting somebody who is like pro-Hamas, pro-Houthi, pro-9/11, right?
Like, why? You shouldn't have to get this take from... Like, how is it that Asman does better, like, lib news coverage than all of my lib left media? This is absolutely true, right? Like, on one end, you've got all these, like, young, like, 19-year-old white guys who are like, the average American is not going to support anything to Israel. And then on the other side, it's like, I don't think the average American is going to be on board with a guy who says that, like, Hezbollah is fucking awesome. That's fucking crazy. You're delusional. The average American might not have strong feelings about Israel. Maybe most of them think that they've committed a genocide or whatever. But if you're up on stage with a dude who's saying Hezbollah and the Houthis are fucking awesome, you're going to look like a fucking lunatic. You look crazy. This shouldn't be difficult to say. This is the easiest thing in the world to admit to. Like, that's not a good look. Especially for a guy named Abdul Al-Sayed who's Arabic. That's crazy. He's an
Anybody else finding it interesting how the names of our mayors now are Abdul El-Sayed and Zohran Mamdani? Where are the John Smiths? Where are the Michael Applebottoms? Where are the Kevin Joneses? No, now we have Allah Kadur Muhammad Jihad, Allah Akbar. Where the fuck are the white people? Like, well, what is going on? It's crazy out here. And then you have all of them saying, actually, Hamas is based. Like, hello?
That's crazy that you would try to heavily associate this dude, and now you're anchoring him with Hasan. Like, Abdul has to swim for both of them. Like Abdul is here to do fucking PR for Hasan on Twitch. It's insane. And Hasan brags about being mentioned by Trump.
She gave him a lot of money, and he recently campaigned with a communist fanatic who says that America deserved 9/11.
Isn't it insane that Hasan has become such a problem? Now the United States of America president, Donald J. Trump, a great president. I'm going to go on record, and I'm going to go as far to say one of the best presidents we've ever fucking had. Only mistake he ever did, mishandling of the Epstein files. Everything else he's done has been in pure benefit to our country. I would like to remind you guys, Joe Biden from 2020 to 2024, he reduced the value of our dollar by 30 fucking cents. Okay? At least Donald Trump has somehow gotten the country to deflate. Somehow. And yes, if I could vote and he could go for a third term, I absolutely would vote him into office. Yes, sir. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.